Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Kim. Some people may know me as DJ Kimmy K. This is something I wanted to talk about that I'm pretty private about. I'm pretty private about a lot of stuff because I am a public performer and I just like to stick to what I do, those topics, but I felt this was really important to talk about. I am a psoriasis sufferer. I've been diagnosed for 3 years now. It started on my scalp. I actually thought it was the water coming from the shower. I thought I was getting some hard chemical water because my scalp started burning. And I didn't understand what was going on. Every time I took a shower, my scalp would start burning. But turns out I had scalp psoriasis, and then I guess the hot water irritated it, and then I basically got it on my elbows, I've got it on my legs, I've got it everywhere. And as an artist, I don't have insurance like everyone else that works a 9-to-5 or a corporate job. They usually have insurance. Most musicians do not have insurance, so I had to be very creative. So I would take myself to these studies that had new medications coming out. I got some help from a community clinic, but with the community clinics, they can't prescribe what dermatologists can. And with that program, it can take up to a year to see a dermatologist. So it's been a crazy ride. So I looked into nutrition, all sorts of things, climate, everything I could think of to help psoriasis. And in my 3 years, I haven't had anything really help except diet. It doesn't cure it so far, but I have had a very bad American diet. I wasn't really educated till my mid-20s about what's in our food, what's in our soil, especially in America. Our soil isn't good as it is in Europe and other countries. Other countries are really rich in nutrients in their soil, so they get better food. So I just wanted to kind of maybe do a weekly or daily vlog to help anyone out there that's suffering. Maybe we can exchange ideas. But what I think I've found, I'm pretty sure, is staying away from gluten. And thankfully, there's like restaurants and places that are starting to serve gluten-free pasta, gluten-free bread, so that's a big plus. But eating at home is the main focus. Limiting your sugar. I believe healthy females should have, I believe, 22 grams. I might be wrong. I read this information a long time ago, but it's 22 grams of sugar a day, no more. And in our food in America, we have everything full of sugar. I've even picked up rice boxes, and they have sugar in the rice. And I'm like, why does sugar need to be in rice? Doesn't make sense. But once you start going to the grocery store and reading, I think I was in an aisle for 15 minutes and I actually had security called on me because they didn't understand what I was doing because I was the only one reading labels. Because once I slip up on my diet, it spreads to other places. So I actually slipped up this weekend and it started to spread on my arms. I don't know if you can see it, but I did go into a walk-in clinic. They noticed it on my arms, and they just gave me, a really nice lady, she gave me a pamphlet on what I can do to help, but she couldn't prescribe what a dermatologist can. So basically keeping your skin moisturized with products with no chemicals in it. If you can get like plain lotion and put tea tree oil in it, That's really, really helpful. But I just wanted to kind of share that I do slip up. It's really hard because, say for instance, you go out with friends and they want to go to Olive Garden. Well, luckily Olive Garden now has gluten-free pasta. But like if you want fettuccine sauce, that has gluten in it. And then once they put the breadsticks in front of you, and you're an American and you love bread, you're kind of screwed unless you're really strong, because it smells good and it looks good. So that's where I slipped up. I am human. I had a bite of bread, and I also had a sugary drink from the movies. I usually do not slip up. For some reason, I just wanted to enjoy myself. Well, I basically paid for it because I actually started bleeding from my belly button, which freaked me out, which puts me back on course because my skin got all dry around my belly button. And I went to scratch it, and well, blood was, coming out. So, I just say try to stay strong. If you can have a supportive team around you, your partner, your family. Sometimes family's not going to understand. They're not going to understand. They're going to want to eat pizza. They don't want gluten-free. So, you go to a friend's party. They're not going to have gluten-free unless they're sufferers. So, what I think I'm going to start doing is like packing my own food to events I go to. Now, if they happen to have a lean meat, salad, we have to be real careful with dressings, super careful with dressings, because they have gluten in them. But eat what you can at an event, or a party, or going out with your friends. But just keep in mind you might get tempted, so it's better to pack along like your drink that you can drink. I like to drink vitamin water zero. I like to drink any kind of low calorie, like I think it's called Fuse or Fuze, Fuze. They have low calorie. Just check your ingredients. I think like Topo Chico, but not too much of it, because seltzer is not good for your body. Because I was drinking a lot of seltzer waters, and I found out that's not really helpful. So, it's really hard, guys, and I just want to share some stuff that I do on a weekly or daily basis, the struggles I go through of having it for 3 years. I do think there's some hope out there, healing your gut. Our American diet is probably, my guess, the cause, because it starts in your gut. And like I said, I didn't learn about food till my mid-20s, so I ate fast food. Oh man, after a gig, I pulled through a drive-thru.